Hunters, welcome back to a new video game actually. For those of you who follow me, you do know that I do a lot of tutorial style videos and I've been mainly focused on Monster Hunter. And while I still love the game, I do think it's time to try something new. So, why don't we try New World? Okay, I'll see myself out. Anyway, welcome to the first of some new exciting videos for New World. Since we are still in beta, this is going to be a quick video on a bit of an overview of the weapon system, and I'll have a full, more detailed video when the game launches. So jumping on in, there are currently 11 weapons in the game, and that will be expanded when the game launches and expands as confirmed by the devs. Each weapon is tied to your character's attributes, and New World has a great UI to exemplify which attributes are actually needed for which weapon, and this is indicated by the little symbols in the attributes section. Each weapon has a primary attribute, which are noted by the lighter shades here. If a weapon has a secondary attribute requirement, it is noted by a little darker shade, a little more faded at the end of the attribute list. You can also find them when you examine the actual weapon tree of each type of weapon. So this is something to keep in mind when you are deciding on a weapon and which attributes to level up as you level up your character. In addition, you can also get extra attributes from the gear that you wear. New World has a great UI system for this as well. As you can see here on the attribute screen, the extra points that you get are actually highlighted in blue and purple bars on top of the regular orange-yellow color. So it's a very nice system in my opinion. Early on in New World, you will be given the opportunity to try many different weapons, and currently in the beta up to level 20 character level, you can respec your skills and attributes without wasting any gold or any coin or currency. So don't worry about wasting points, try each weapon, level up the trees, test and see which one works for you. You can always respec the weapons if you need to. This has been the case for both betas, but I don't know if it'll stay in the main game, so just as a warning, it may change for the full game. Each weapon comes with 2 main tree lines, each containing 3 abilities and multiple passive skills. Now the passives are noted by these small circles, while the main abilities are the big square symbols, and they can be attached to your character on the left side of the screen to use in combat. The amazing quality of life that I've enjoyed from New World is that you don't need to stick to one tree, so to say, for a build. You can mix and match the perks to an extent from both trees in order to build or obtain a build that you prefer with the skills that you really want. So for example here, if we're looking at the spear tree, I could choose to use all 3 of the abilities from the Impaler class, or I can shuffle some points around and use the 3rd ability from the Zoner class and use the 1st and 3rd ability or something of the Impaler class. A great system in my opinion, perfect for letting you rearrange the build and building the class that you want your way. Each weapon does have its own leveling, and you need to use the weapons in order to level them at the moment. So far I haven't seen a system of just quick leveling, and most games like this don't really have that. So you have to unlock more skill points for each type of weapon by using them more and more. New World does follow a very typical leveling system here, and of course each time you level up your weapon, the XP requirement does go up for each level. Being a beta, of course, I don't know if you can max out all the skills, but the general rule for most MMOs is that you can't, and you'll have to decide which skills are most worth it for you and your playstyle. Also similar to most MMOs, you also have tiers of weapons ranging from uncommon gray to legendary orange or yellow, so hooray for farming rare weapons. I'm looking forward to that the most and collecting my stash of, legendary weapons in this game. A final note here I'd like to make, and this is probably for later endgame / full release, there are gems that you can add to weapons as enhancements. These will really help you when you are making full builds and pairing weapons. Gems can enhance the damage to scale off of certain attributes. So let's say you are building a battle mage, so to say, but your mage is your main focus for your class, but you still want a sword and shield as a backup weapon. Mages will be boosting your intelligence attribute, you're going to have that as high as possible. So using gems to enhance the sword and shield to scale damage off the int attribute will boost your damage for sword and shield without having you waste future attribute skills towards sword and shield strength and dex attributes. So this is something that I will cover more on full release. It is definitely for hybrid builds and late endgame builds, so we'll take a look at that when the full game releases. And that's about it for the basic rundown of the weapon system in New World. Very straightforward in my opinion, but with some nice flexibility, which I think is great. It's going to be very user-friendly, very intuitive for not only current MMO gamers, but also new gamers that are coming into the MMO world. I will do some videos on specific weapons as well. I felt it would be a little bit too much to overview every single weapon in this video, so be sure to subscribe for more details, breakdowns, and insights into New World. Thank you guys for watching, and as usual, stay safe, be happy, and keep hunting. Sky Sensei's out.